You know what I got tired of is hesitating while writing to people like my boss in the past or my friends. And you know that thing called autocorrect that really started to drive me because I wasn't paying attention to how the words were spelled. So I hit the button to correct it, but when it was actually time to write it without autocorrect, I didn't know how to do it. So I want you to stop using autocorrect so much and start paying attention to the rules here. And so this is why I'm showing you this, because one, it can help boost your confidence in conversations. Not conversations, excuse me, in your writing in English. A lot of people shy away from writing because they feel like they make too many mistakes, whether that's grammar issues or there's spelling rules that you just are not familiar with. That's okay. Even though you're an adult, speaking English and not doing it perfectly, you can still learn. Believe me, if you're alive and breathing, you can learn. Okay, so let's learn this I before E except after C. We're going to start off with a song because we learn better when there's music. Think about kids. When they have a tune to a song, they can remember a lot of things. So with that being said, we have this song in English, this rhyme for kids called Ba Ba Black Sheep. And so I'm going to do the song to that tune. So here we go. I before E, except after C, or when or when sounded like an A, as a neighbor and way. All of these exceptions can make you drown. I before E, except after C. And I don't know why, but I just love that tune to that song. But I say it can make you drown because all of these exceptions, they're popping up out of everywhere because we're not familiar with them. But it seems like you're not going to make it, but you will. Okay, just hold on. Here we go. So the first category that we have here is the IE at the top. Here we have the EI, and then we have our exceptions here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these words at the bottom, and we're going to sort them into these categories so that we can start recognizing where these fall into and why. So for the first word, achieve here, we see that the IE comes, well, we see that the I comes first, okay? So look at the word before, the letters before the I. It's a CH. Now, the CH, it's two sounds we know, right? But it makes one sound, right? So since it's not a C per se, we can't put the E first because the CEI combination goes together. So this is, I would say this would fall under the exception, this word. So I'm going to put it over here, and I grabbed an empty box. That's okay. The next word, neighbor. We have the EI combination here. We can see that, but it's not going to fall in the middle category here because it doesn't have a C. It starts with the N, right? Here, starts with the N. So therefore, this is another exception here. I'm going to slot this bad boy right on over. Hey, okay, let's go to the word height. I don't know why, but the first three are going to fall into this exception rule because why? We do have the EI here. You're right. But then the first letter is an H. Exception category. Perceive. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I see this combination. The C, EI is next. So we're going to fall into this middle category right here, right? Perfect. Anytime you see the C, the E comes next. So I know this rule, it sounded confusing at first. I before E, except after C. That can sound a little bit confusing. It helps you remember the rule. But once you see it right here on the screen, you can identify it pretty easily, right? All right. The next word is weigh. We have the EI combination. We're not automatically going to assume that it falls in the middle category, the EI, because we need to look at the first word that comes before, and that's a what? It's a W. So it's going to fall under the exception. Oh my word. I have a lot of these exceptions right here. Here's another CH. I'm just going to put it over here. Chief. We have the word believe. Believe in me. I believe in you. Okay, so we have the IE here, and this consonant is an L. It's not a C. We're going to put this over here in the first category. Woo, let me grab it first. Yay, believe. The next one, I am going to say it's called deceit. The word is pronounced deceit. We can see this word has the C here. So we know it's going where? And we know that it's spelled with the E following the C, right? C-E-I-T. Because when there's a C, the E follows it, not the I. Perceive. Deceit. This is why we have this rule, because it helps us to remember how to spell better in English. And when you can do this, you won't hesitate or get nervous when it's time to write because you don't know if it's right or not. Okay. This is one step to get there. Take baby steps to get to where you want to go, right? I was just talking to someone in the comments about this yesterday. If you are not being understood 100% of the time, and right now you're at about 40% of being understood, meaning people are asking you questions to repeat yourself, and you want to increase that to about 80%, I have a 3-month training for you to help you improve those skills and to get that percentage up higher. Okay. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, hey, God loves you and I love you too. I want to help you I want to see you succeed on this English journey. Choose, ciao, y adios.